Hey guys, it's Daryl, and I just wanted to make a video this morning. I've been making a lot of political videos, but I also do a lot of recovery stuff and the exercise and motivation. Now, keeping in mind, I'm not a fitness expert or anything. Like I was telling you guys before, when I first got clean and sober, I put on a lot of weight. I went up to almost 280 pounds. Now, I managed to lose that weight, and I can give you guys. I'll just, like I said, I'm not an expert, but this is what works for me. Uh, this time of year too, everybody puts on weight. I find myself getting a little down. I'm usually a very upbeat, happy person these days, but this time of year with the limited light, the sunlight, and the lack of exercise, I can't get out as much as I used to on the mountain bike and the hiking, and I really find that drags down my character, my attitude during the day too. What I would recommend, I know people are working hard, they don't got a lot of time. Walking, that's how I first started losing the weight in the beginning. Getting out like at lunchtime or after work. What works for me is before work. Like I said, I got in the habit of getting up at 3 a.m. I know most people, that's out of the question for most people. But if you want to have more energy through the day, you want to feel better, you want to lose those few extra holiday pounds, just get up about half hour, 45 minutes earlier. I know it's tough at first, but after 3 or 4 days, you get used to it. Like they say, once you do something for 3 days, your body or your mind starts to get used to the repetition, the routine. I would recommend getting up a half hour, 45 minutes early. Now most people could walk about 15. It takes about 15 minutes to walk a mile, maybe 17 minutes, okay? So you do about 2 miles. Just try to squeeze in about a half hour, 40 minutes, let's say, to get dressed, get outside, come back, to get 2 miles in, just around your block. Walk the kids to school, walk the dog, anything. Add this into your day, and trust me, man, it works great for me. Without that, getting out the sunlight, getting the sunlight on my face. Well, that's the thing too. Getting up early. So a lot of times you'll miss the sun. It's best if you could do it like right now, this time of day, around 7. That way you get the effects of the sunlight hitting you, and I swear, man, it really helps. For me, it gives me a lot more energy and a much better attitude for the day. Just getting a half hour of walking in out there, just a simple walk, man. And that burns off calories. It gets your metabolism going for the day, and it'll burn off those extra calories. Trust me, it'll work. It'll be enough to burn off some holiday calories. Because I know there's a lot of guys my age, when I look at my analytics, a lot of guys around 50 to 40, 50, 60 guys watching my channel. Like I said, I'm not an expert or anything, but this is what works for me. And for people tight on time, this is what I would recommend. And trust me, man, it's not just the weight. You will feel so much better. And by doing it, getting up that extra half hour or 40 minutes, you'd think it's going to make you more tired, like, losing sleep. But trust me, it will not, man. You will feel more energy. It gets your system going. And if you feel like you've already accomplished something ahead of everybody else, you get in those 2 miles or even at 1 mile. And like they say, man, just 1 mile is better than nothing. Just getting out there and doing 10 minutes of walking is better than just laying in bed and not doing anything at all. Like I said, almost everybody, especially guys my age in their 50s, you're gonna gain weight this time of year. And I don't know if you're like me. Like I said, the lack of sunlight, the stress with money this time of year, the food isn't the most healthy, and I start to get stressed out. I get down in the dumps. I get a little depressed. And like I said, man, trust me, it'll work wonders. Try to get out there. And that would be my prescription, man. Get out there and get just a half hour, 40 minutes. Get in about 2 miles. So you can do two. And the cool thing I used to do is to time myself too, and it makes the time go by quicker. To see, walk a little faster, see if you can do a little extra, a little, and by giving yourself that goal, it makes the time go by a lot faster. and it's more. I was more enthusiastic about doing it when you set a goal of going faster or a few more, an extra mile. It works for me. Another thing is cutting off, like they say, fasting, like a small fast, like cutting off eating at like 6 o'clock at night and not eating again until the next morning. People recommend, I think, 12 to 16 hours where you don't eat. This helps too. I'm not sure how the physiological, how it works, but you combine that with the walking in the morning, and I'm telling you, I'm pretty sure 100% of you will feel better, and you won't gain this holiday weight. I've been trying to, because around Halloween and Thanksgiving, I was eating a lot of crap too, and I feel it, man. I feel it in my energy level throughout the day. So lately, I've been making a point too of buying oranges. Those cutie oranges come out this time of year. I love those things, man. I could eat like 4 or 5 of them in the morning. Those little easy peelable cutie oranges, those are great. Instead of eating a goddamn peanut butter cup or whatever, you have one of those, and your energy goes way up. You feel a lot better, and you don't pack on those holiday pounds. So, like I said, the number one thing, walking. Try to squeeze in just 20 minutes, half hour in the morning. Get up a little earlier and just get out. Plus, another thing, if you're in a cold climate like around here, I'll let myself be a little extra cold because your body heating itself does burn extra calories. You got to be careful. You don't want to get frostbite, or there's a small area that's where you're a little uncomfortably cold, where your body is a little not quite shivering. And I'll start my walk off like that, where I leave my coat open to get a little cold air. A lot of times I don't wear a hat, so I lose my heat there, and then the body burns extra calories to keep itself warm. People, my girlfriend, my mom, they don't agree with this theory, but it works for me. Like I said, not wearing a hat and just letting a little of your body heat out, so your body has to burn more calories to keep itself warm. Like I said, there's a line though. You got to be careful that you're not starting to shiver, because then you're starting to overdo it. You're going to burn a lot of calories, but you're going to be overdoing it. So, like I said, I'm not trying to be a fitness expert or anything like that, but I know there's a lot of guys out there watching my channel, and I know this is an issue every year, this time of year. Especially, it's not even just the pounds, man. It's just that lack of energy, plus combined with the stress of the time of year. So, like I said, what works for me is walking, man. Just penciling in, if you can just get in 15 minutes, man. 15, 20 minutes. I'd recommend a half hour. Half hour, a little over 32 minutes, you can get 2 miles in. 5-10 minutes to get dressed, 5-10 minutes to come back in and clean yourself off. So you're talking not even about 40 minutes. And it'll make a difference, man. Trust me. Your attitude, plus you're going to work and you're going to feel awake. You're going to feel like you've already accomplished something. I feel like I'm one up on everybody else. I've already got some fitness in. I'm feeling good. And then you have a couple oranges. I have yogurt in the morning for the protein, because I know a lot of us guys have a hard time building muscle once you hit your 50s or 40s. So I try to, I'll buy the protein mix, and I try to get as much protein, especially in the morning, as possible to keep the muscle mass up, because God knows we lose a lot of muscle after we hit 40. So these are my recommendations. I'll tell you, like I say, I don't tell people what to do. I'm not a fitness expert. I'll tell you what works for me and what doesn't work for me. What you do with that advice is up to you, So that's my health, my fitness tips for the day. You guys have a great Friday.